Hello everyone, how is it going? It's Nobel Susank here and welcome to this tutorial series on how to build a vendor inventory system on Laravel 6. So in this tutorial we'll be performing the view, edit and the delete function for our vendor tutorial. But before that we'll be creating a bottom named as create in the right side of this data table with the default feature so that it will redirect us to the form from where we will be creating our vendor, and we will be changing the data table name here. So for that let's go. Okay, I think this will do. Let's save this and let's refresh this page. Okay, you can see the name has been changed and here create bottom. So on click on the create bottom, it will redirect to our vendor form. Okay, now what we'll be doing is we'll be for editing our page, editing our vendor. So when I'll click on this vendor form, you can see vendor id is 1/edit, and for this vendor it will show vendor 2/edit, but this page is empty so it's not showing any data. So for that here I'll be copying everything from the create page to our update page, because it everything will be the same except some changes will be there. So let's copy all this and paste it here. Then after here this will be vendor dot update. Let's copy this so I can paste it in every field. So here it should be name. Let's paste it here that we have copied, and address address, contact person cp, phone number phone, let's remove this, that if data 0 active is equals to 1, selected, else empty. It will be 0. Okay, now here everything looks alright for me. So now let's go to our vendor controller and on edit function. Here let's write our code. Where active is not equals to 2, because here if active is equals to 2, then it means the vendor that we have deleted. So I am not choosing the vendor that we have deleted to show on our list. So if active is not equals to 2, then get. So if dollar data count is greater than 0, that means if any data is there, then data. Okay, now this will show our form here. Let's refresh this page. Okay, it has shown our form with all the data in it. So now we'll be writing the code to update the any changes that we have made. So here let's copy all the data from our store function. I'm copying because I don't like to rewrite all the code. These code all are same and I'm too lazy. So let's copy all this. Let's change this vendor to find $id. So all will be same. Vendor updated successfully, and your vendor cannot be updated successfully. Let's save it and let's refresh the page. Okay, now here let's make some changes. Let's change this name to bro code and change this phone number to 6. Let's submit the data. Okay, vendor has been updated successfully. So let's edit this one. Let's change it to inactive, and it's since vendor 5. Let's vendor code is 5, so I'm writing Susang 5. Where let's change this phone number to anything and let's save it. Okay, why it's in this error? Okay, now let's go check it. Here I have written to it should be 0 actually, so base error. I don't think this is gonna work. Base error. Let's refresh the page. The inactive has come, but let's change it to warning. warning warning. Okay, you can see. So let's again edit out this one. Let's change it to vendor 1 and let's change this status to inactive and submit. Okay, vendor updated successfully. So Susank 1, you can see. Now then let's go for our view function. So for this view function here, you can see this field is also empty. So for this also what I am going to do is I'll be copying all this from view, from update field, edit field. Let's copy it and I'll paste it on our view. Here also I'll make some changes like view vendor. Here also view vendor. Let's remove this method post. Let's remove this. Then after I'll be removing this card footer. I'll be writing like disabled. So let's refresh the page. Oh, sorry. Let's go to, I've just written the disabled in our to field. You can do this in all of the input field. So first let's go to our vendor here. Then inside the so function here dollar data equals to vendor. I think this will be user dash modify. Let's copy it from this and let's paste it vendor dot w. Let's refresh the page. Okay, user dot modify. I was confused there. So let's check in our model. Master vendor dot php user dash modify. Or user dash modify. So you can see here I've forgotten the apostrophe s. So let's write it and let's refresh the page. You can see all the data has been come, and where I have written the disabled, here I cannot change the end data, and here I can write something. So let's make all the field to disabled. Let's copy this. And disable. For our view field, I'll be adding one extra column to see who has modified our vendor. So for that, here let's paste it. Let's change this 4 to remove this placeholder. Let's save it, and I think this will do. So let's refresh the page. Here what I have done wrong. $data 0 user underscore modify. Okay, I think this should not be here. So again, okay, you can see this is modified by this Susan. So I think this will do for our view. You can also make changes accordingly for your view. So here now we'll be deleting our vendor. So for that, let's go to our vendor controller and on destroy function. I don't think I need this. So if data shape, then to store, let's copy this to store success vendor deleted successfully. Here we'll be using JSON response. Response status true. So for our this JSON response, we should be import. Okay, it has been already imported. So I think let's write a user modified also data user underscore modified, so that we'll know we have deleted our data. It should be auth user id. Okay, this will do for our destroy. Then let's go to our index form, and here let's write the script for delete. Function. So you can see in our vendor form for delete we have defined this delete data function. So let's copy it, and here function delete data. So I think this will do for our data. So let's go to our vendor, let's refresh the page, and here let's delete this Susang 5 data. Delete, are you message come? Okay. I don't know what the error has come. Let's check it in console. Let's refresh the page. Okay. Or let me check once why this error has come, and I'll show you what is the actual problem here. Okay, here what was actually the problem was that here on our vendor controller, here I have written delete data save, and it should be, sorry, here. Okay, and let's change this to store to error, and here also error or error. Okay, now I think it should do. So let's refresh the page and let's delete this. Okay, vendor deleted successfully. Here again. So Susang 5 here, it has been deleted, but still it's showing. So let's check here. Here let's change this all. We are getting all the data of the vendor. So let's change this all to the sorry, just we'll be getting only the vendor data that are inactive and the active, but will not be getting the vendor data that are deleted. So here let's change this all to our vendor where active is not equals to 2. So if we do this, then it will remove our this Susang 5 data from here. So you have seen this, the data has been removed. Again let's remove our bro code. So let's delete. Okay, you can see the bro code has been deleted. So but while we go in our here on our localhost php my admin and in our vendors database, you can see the data that we have deleted, the bro code and Susang 5, its active status has been changed to, where inactive status has been changed to 0 and 1 means they are active. So here our view function is showing the data correctly. Here if it's inactive, then its status is inactive. When it is active, then its status is active. So our edit also works fine. Let's again change this to bro code 1. Let's change this inactive to active and let's submit the data. You can see it has been changed, and our delete function also worked perfectly. So let's delete this. Okay, so thank you this much in this today's tutorial. So in the next tutorial we'll be creating our vendor, sorry, our product will be working in the product in our next tutorial series. So thank you. If you haven't subscribed on my channel, then subscribe and click on bell icon so that you will be the first one to get the notification of my new video.